Old Bridge Grill now has a pulled pork sandwich. The Old Bridge burger, that's a half pounder, or the par 3 burger, just a little bit smaller, like maybe a third pound. The grilled ribeye sandwiches, grilled chicken breast, cod fillet, chicken salad, chicken tenders, and all kinds of appetizers. New on the menu, pizza bites, plus French fries, tater tots, onion rings, battered mushrooms, pretzels, and beer cheese. And lots more. The most favorite, I think, is pepper jack shots. Again, call ahead for carry out 859 236 1237. And you can come in and sit down, eat out on the porch. It's a nice evening for whatever it might be. We're joined tonight by assistant coach Tyler Ray. And Tyler, it's been a heck of a run these last 3 years, hasn't it?
It's been a lot of fun. There's been a lot of work put into it and a lot of hours spent. But you make it to that 15th game and are fortunate enough to come up with a win, and just seeing the pride and the joy in those kids' eyes make it all worth it. So
the game last Friday night, 56-0. You came out, did what you wanted to do, and got your starters out of the way early. Got some experience for the other players. Was that what you were hoping for a game plan to look like?
Well, we try to game plan the same every week, mentality-wise, that, we're going to go in and just do what we have to do. Everybody's doing their job and focused. We were happy with the success we had early, and anytime you can get those guys some varsity game experience, the younger guys, it's good for your team and it's good for the depth on your team. So I thought we played well. Like I said, we attacked it just like any other game. It was a big game for a lot of us, crosstown rivalry. You can never go lackluster on those, and we took care of what we needed to. So.
Well, I noticed there were a couple of late hits, and I'm sure you guys talked, well, we don't need to get anybody hurt here.
Yeah, and that's just the nature of the game when you're in a rivalry like that. Emotions are running high, and people are wanting to make plays and flying all over the field. So, like you said, we were fortunate to get out with any injuries, or without any injuries, I should say, and get into week 4.
They had a balanced attack. If I can get to the right stats here. Here we go. You had 26 first downs, and I guess you really hated to give up that one on the next to last play of the game today.
Yeah.
Well, that was the only one they got, but your defense was just superb.
Yeah, playing their read, like we said, that's number one thing we preach is we've got to get all 11 of our black helmets to the ball, and normally when we do that, we're pretty successful. So we're proud of the way guys flew around, played their reads, and did what they had to do.
You did. The ball was. Everybody got a touch, pretty much.
Yeah.
You had some freshmen to step up and get an opportunity for carries.
Absolutely. I think we had somewhat of 11 different kids catch a pass, and that's good for confidence too for those younger guys. They come in and grind it and playing scout team and maybe not see the light at the end of the tunnel, early on, but it was good for them, like I said, to get that game experience and kind of shake off some nerves and get the confidence that they can play. So.
Then you had 11 different rushers too.
Yeah.
So that was everybody. Excuse me. Everybody was thinking, well, Mari Brown will come in and run forever, but he got 3 carries and 41 yards. Avery Bodner, 5 carries, 43 yards. Very balanced, and I thought maybe one of the big standout plays was that handoff to Gage Feltner up the middle.
Yeah.
Where he almost got in the end zone.
Yeah, almost did. That's up for debate. But Gage is a tough kid. Anytime his number's called, he's going to lay it all on the line and give everything he's got. So, did well.
Sage Dawson was 5 of 6 in passing for 93 yards and a touchdown. And Rebel fans got to see Baylor Murphy.
Yeah.
He put it up something, I think, hit 9 of 17 passes.
Yeah, Baylor, he's a guy that, you know, he plays scout team for us, and he gets in on occasion and runs some plays. He throws a great ball, you know, a very catchable ball, and he's starting to kind of come into his own here this second year with us, and as a sophomore, and learning the read, you know, getting the offense down and where he's supposed to be and what he's looking at, and he's done a really good job for us mentally with the game as much as physically.
Were you surprised to get out to a running clock midway of the second quarter?
Yes and no. You know, our guys, they're hungry every time. You know, when our expectation is you touch the ball, you make something happen with it. So, you know, they bought into that, and, you know, just the camaraderie of, you know, blocking for each other. And, you know, we always talk about one person might score the touchdown, but there are 10 others that made the touchdown happen, you know. So that was the big thing we preach on offense, and just pleased with how we handled ourselves and got it done.
And your line gave you everything.
Absolutely. You know, those guys, they work hard day in and day out. You know, some of them, they'll play an entire scout team series for the defense and then step right into their role if they're not on the defensive line on the offensive end. So they're grinding every day. You know, Coach Singleton, Coach Leff, you do a great job with those guys and have them ready to play.
Well, knock on wood, I haven't seen anybody go down with a cramp yet.
No,
and your opponents have had several.
Right, that's a big thing we preach. And, you know, it's kind of a running joke with our team, but it's not. That if you cramp, you're going to pay for it on Monday. You know, that's and it's funny. You know, we'll see guys kind of step around, and the first thing we ask, are you cramping? And that's immediately no, you know. So it's we take pride in our conditioning. We take pride in the level of practice, you know, and how fast we're moving around throughout the day, and the tempo is a big component of that, I think.
And the favorite things to say these days, since it's been so hot this summer, you got to stay hydrated.
Right. Yeah. And we have Gatorade in the locker room for them and those big jugs and stuff throughout the week, and we make sure that they're taking care of their bodies when they're with us, and, you know, kind of put it on them to be, you know, to do their best to take care of themselves outside of the game. So, and we feel they're doing a pretty good job of it.
Working with safeties this year, what's been the biggest surprise you've seen out of Boyle County?
You know, Coach Mack takes the lead on those safeties. I don't want to take too much of it away from him. I help, you know, I'm there to kind of pick up on the extra end and stuff, but just the way they compete every day, you know, and it's we've got some guys. We've got Mari, a first-year player for us, that's back there playing safety, and and a strong safety, I should say, and, you know, Montaven at free safety, he solves a lot of problems back deep, but they all compete, you know, and they know what it is, and they know if one person something was to slip up, that it's next man up, and the starters know too. They're on a short leash. It's produce or you know, you got somebody behind you really wanting to play. So,
do you have that type of spirited workouts in practice?
Oh yeah, it gets competitive. You know, we like to hype each other up and get after it, you know, and the coaches are going back and forth with each other in a manner that kind of elevates the players, and they feed off that, and when they see that going, then they pick it up, and it's a good environment.
You're listening to Rebel Roundup. We're talking with assistant coach Tyler Ray, and it's being brought to you by the Old Bridge Grill and Restaurant. You can call ahead for carryout at 859-236-1237. Going to take a 3-minute break and be back with more with Coach Ray in 3 minutes on the Hometown Radio Network.
Kentucky Farm Bureau has provided residents of the Bluegrass with quality insurance since 1943. Todd Tiller's been a trusted Kentucky Farm Bureau agent since 1994, taking care of all your insurance needs with prompt service and personal attention. Now as your agency manager, you can depend on Todd to continue to give you the best rates on home, auto, life insurance, and service. Call Todd Tiller or new agent Sam Tiller or Jessica Johnson at 859-236-4081 at the Farm Bureau Agency on the Denville Bypass next to Boyle County Fairgrounds. Todd, Sam, and Jessica at your Boyle County Farm Bureau Agency Essity are big on commitment.
Hi, folks. Mike Gay here, HR Manager with Essity. At Essity, we want to wish all of our local high schools good luck during this season. We're proud to sponsor Mercer County, Bergen, Boyle County, Danville, and Garrett County. All of these schools will produce our future employees, and we're rooting for you all this season. So go Ads, go Rebels, go Titans, go Bulldogs, and go Golden Lions. So thanks again from Essity in Harrodsburg and Danville for representing our communities in a great way.
Do you own a business? If so, save money and time with Farmers National Bank's free business checking. You receive 1,000 free monthly transaction items, free online banking, free bill pay, free e-statements. Plus, you get a free gift at account opening. Call us at 866-888-0220 or stop into one of our convenient locations for assistance. Farmers National Bank, your lifetime bank. $50 minimum deposit at account opening. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
What kind of tires do we keep at CC Auto? Cooper, Michelin, Nitto, Hankook, Firestone, Bridgestone, Toyo, General, Yokohama, and many more. We've just added the new line of Mastercraft tires, and we are also a Goodyear national account dealer. We keep lawn and garden tires in stock, as well as farm implement tubes and tires. We have a farm service truck to meet the needs of our farmers. Call us at CC Auto today, 734-9515.
CC Auto Parts and Service. Service is the difference. We get it.
Hey, Eddie Montgomery, I'm thinking about starting a new music career, kind of like John Daly. This is my course, na-na-na-na-na, where I was born. I love to play. I shot 2 under yesterday out at Old Bridge.
Mike, hold it. Please stick to golf proing and let me do the singing, okay, brother?
But I'm just so excited about everything we're doing to make Old Bridge better. It's a lot of fun out there, and I want to invite all my friends to come out.
Oh, please, somebody. No. Somebody get me to Old Bridge, because I need a drink. Please.
This Saturday, Coach Stoops and the Cats battle an in-state opponent from just down the road. Let's go! EKU Colonels and your Kentucky Wildcats.
The pregame show starts this Saturday at 1 o'clock with kickoff at 3.
It's all right here on your home for the Cats and the hits is WRNZ FM Z105.
And now back to the Rebel Roundup on Z105 WRNZ FM.
And we're back here at Old Bridge Grill and Restaurant. Rebel Roundup, talking about what's going on. Hometown Radio has 3 high school football games for you tomorrow night. Boyle County, number 1 in 4A, entertains unbeaten Scott County, number 1 in 5A, on Z105. Jim McKee has got his Cardinals cranked up this year. Garrett County's at Somerset on the Golden Lions live stream. And Dan will host Mercer County for homecoming on WHBN-FM and WHIR-FM. Other area action has Lincoln County at Bourbon County, Russell County at Casey County, Marion County at Washington County, Anderson County at Henry County, and Grant Counties at Rockcastle County. And again, coming up after Rebel Roundup, we'll be looking at Garrett County football on the Coach Spencer Crutchfield show. It's coming up at 7 o'clock. And like this show, streams at hometownlive.net. Last week's high school football scores, Boyle County pitching the shutout, Blank Danville 56-0. It was Bullitt Central 7, Garrett County 0. Mercer County 28, Shelby County 21. Scott County, Boyle's opponent this week, 52. Lincoln County, 20. Wayne County over Casey County, 37-34. Marion County, 34. Anderson County, 13. Nelson County beat Washington County, 28-0. And it was Rockcastle County 1, Frankfort 0. That was a forfeit. Other area action tonight. Lincoln County, tomorrow night, I should say. Lincoln County's at Bourbon County. Russell County's at Casey County. Marion County's at Washington County. Anderson County at Henry County. And Grant County's at Rockcastle County. I noticed preseason practice and over the year. I see your tweets.
Yeah.
And you guys have got some strong young men. Tell me a little bit about the weight room and what goes on in there.
Yeah, it's a different environment when we get in there in January. We hit the ground running as soon as we can. We give them a couple weeks off, but it's a it's a no nonsense place. It's a place that we feel like set us up for the success that we've had in the past. Is if you're not going to be willing to work hard in there, we can't expect you to be with us on Friday nights. And the kids are supportive of each other. We hope we single out kids that are Iron Rebels, if you will, for the weeks. That's something they're competing for, and the camaraderie. Once we get in there, because they're the only ones that know what it takes. And they're the ones in there grinding. It's a special thing. It's very special.
The changes that have been made in 4A. Who do you see as, of course, Boyle County ranked number 1, defending 3-time champion? Everybody's going to be taking a shot at you. But who do you see also in 4A that is going to cause you problems, possibly?
Well, there's a lot of teams, and any team can win on a given night. So I don't want to take anything away from anyone. Corbin obviously has a lot of guys back. Their quarterback, super talented, played last year for them. They added a couple guys that were home state from Kentucky. Came back and played for them. Chose them 2 really good players. They're stout. Franklin County has won some games here early. They're coming on. Covington Catholic. You know what they got. They're always a steady team. Right. The tight end they have, the Rodriguez kid, can cause you fits at any time. Paducah Tillman, they've got some guys. They're always built around speed and can play with anybody. I think Ashland's undefeated at this point. So really, it come playoff time, it could get really up and ready to go.
It can be crowded.
Yeah, and we like that. We're not going to shy away from anything or anybody at any time, so we're excited about the depth in 4A, but at the same time we have to stay prepared for the teams on our schedule.
Taking a look, I'll give you a copy of this. Yeah. These are the Boyle County stats for the year, and it's interesting. You've got linebackers. Top 4 tacklers, Avery Bodner, Gage Feltner, Jace Crow, and Brock Driver at the top of the list.
Yeah. Those guys are, you look at those 4 names right there, and those are workers. I mean, there's nothing, you mentioned Jace Crow. There's nothing flashy about Jace Crow, but he's going to come in, and every rep he's going to try to whip your tail and let you know about it. But I look at those 4 guys playing linebacker and all the tackles, and you don't get that without a defensive line that's able to control the line of scrimmage and take on double teams. So as many tackles as they're making, I want to give credit to the defensive line for showing up every week and doing their job well.
You got 5 picks on the year. Maury Brown's got 2. Tavy's got 2. Avery's got 1. Fumble recoveries. They've forced some fumbles. Do you get a bigger thrill? I know it's great to recover the fumble, but when you cause one.
Yeah, that's and that's all momentum. That's a big thing that we preach about is keeping the momentum. And you get a team puts together a 10, 15 play drive and you're able to punch the ball out late, and it's kind of demoralizing for the offense. They think we've driven it all the way down, got the first downs, what have you. But the hits and the things it take to force a fumble, especially today with the running backs that we face, is no small task. We work that in practice. We're always encouraging. We've got them wrapped up, find the football, so they're doing a really good job with it.
Going to have sort of a cool night, comparatively speaking, to the first 3 games.
Right.
Coming up tomorrow night. What does that do to the kids when they've been practicing in the heat and all that, and all of a sudden Do they feel like they've been set free? Or?
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Sometimes it feels like, you kind of slowed the game down for them because they're not necessarily having to focus so much on controlling their breathing and if they're getting tired, do they need a drink, all that good stuff. But like I said, we've this team specifically has a mentality of just showing up and playing 100 degrees, negative 100 degrees. They're ready to go.
You've had to use your linemen on offensive linemen on the defensive line, but it looks like somebody's always stepping up to give somebody a blow.
Yeah, absolutely. And they do a good job. Coach Burns does a good job with our defensive line and rotating those guys. Bigger is knowing when to rotate those guys, and we've got some different packages that call for different people, but at the same time, they're taking it upon themselves to, keep themselves in shape and have high tempo in practice to make sure that they're ready to play both sides of the ball.
What kinds of things have you been working on this week in practice?
Being disciplined. Coach McKee, he runs that offense as good as anybody, that the wing T offense. So, it takes a lot of discipline. It takes good eyes, a lot of trust in your teammates that they're going to, be in the position to make the plays. So main thing has just been focus and playing reads.
What do your guys seem to want to do in practice? I mean, just follow the lead or?
Yeah, well, it just depends on what we're asking from them. An individual, we've got guys that kind of step up and guide the group and, kind of set the tone for how the individual is going to go. When we get into team and stuff like that, it's more based on just the whole side of the ball. The defensive side, everybody's knowing their roles. We have guys step up, fix this, fix that. And and it's not just one sole person that's having to do it all. We got guys across the board that if you take the step wrong or you're in the wrong read, they're going to let you know about it in a positive manner. So kind of, your brother's keeper.
You better step up.
Yeah, that's right.
The coaching staff seems to be really tight.
Correct.
You guys, you don't see anything out of the way or anything going on in the game. Everybody has a role during the game, I'm thinking, and you execute it.
Right, and that's kind of the way it is. It's a family environment. We spend a lot of hours together and a lot of time, talking through things, bouncing ideas off each other, and like I said, my daughter gets off the bus and she's walking in with another coach's daughter, and they're meeting up and running. So it's a big family environment. For main reason being that everybody's working toward this common goal, and trying to set an example of the family mentality inside our office as much as we're trying to get the kids to do in the locker room. So.
When you joined the staff with Coach Haddix, what kind of dreams did you have? Did you even dare to dream something like this?
It's one of those things that you look back, throughout the history of Bull County and, the stuff that Coach Smith was able to accomplish when he was here in both his tenures. And then, Coach Hester is a guy that he was there. My first year was his last year with us, as somebody I've known forever. And they, kind of instill that early when you come onto the staff of the expectation. 3 in a row is something, some teams don't get 1 in a row. And 3 in a row is something that is very special and should be taken likewise. And, we're very excited. We take it 1 week at a time, but it's been surreal for me just to be a part of it. I'm thankful for the opportunity. It's been great for my family, and just really happy with where we're at and looking forward to what's to come.
How does that roll over, going from that kind of attitude to instilling that same type of attitude among the players?
I think they know, and they've seen it, and they know that we know as a staff what it takes. And we've got great seniors that each year it seems like, we're kind of looking who's going to be the leader, who's going to be this in the weight room early. But, it comes all the way up through our youth league to our middle school to, our high school. Our youth league coaches do a great job of kind of setting that early. They're running what we're running, trying to do things that we do. And the middle school staff, we're all on the same page. So the mentality of, what it takes to achieve what we have achieved is being instilled at a very young age. So,
and when they get to the next level, whatever it may be, while they're in the system, they know what's expected of them, and they know what plays they're going to be doing.
Right, and those kids, you know, I can remember when I was in grade school of seeing the high school players play. You know, I was in Garrett County at that time, but I see, you know, little kids. I had a kid come up to me in class a couple weeks ago after the LCA game, and didn't know the kid knew football at all. Didn't even think he paid attention to it. You know, he was just into other things, and he's asking me, you know, what's Quisenberry looking like today, and is everything okay with it? You know, the kids are paying attention and they're watching, and that's something we preach to our guys, is that, you know, you have a bigger hold on things than just on the football field. So
somebody's always watching you.
Absolutely.
Whatever you might think, somebody has picked somebody out, and there's something they do that they identify with.
Right.
We're going to talk, obviously, quite a bit about Scott County, and we're going to be doing that here in just a few minutes. We're going to take another break here and tell you about Old Bridge Grill and Restaurant. Call ahead for carryout at 859-236-1237. Old Bridge has salads, wraps, and more. Quesadillas, grilled chicken wraps, chicken bacon ranch wrap. They've got hot dogs, grilled cheese, shrimp, and fish baskets, and 3 different kinds of pizza, cheese, pepperoni, or sausage. All sides are cooked to order, too. So you can come in, call ahead for carryout if you wish, 859-236-1237. Or you can come in, order, sit down, and have a nice meal here at the Old Bridge Grill and Restaurant. And we're going to be back with more in 3 minutes on the Hometown Radio Network.
Hey, Joe, did you know Big Deals has got something new?
Where can I save money now, Radio Rick?
We've got the Anderson Lifestyle Boutique in Danville. Buy a $50 gift certificate for a Big Deals price of just $35.
Sounds awesome. What do they have?
They offer jewelry, apparel, gifts, and home decor. They do embroidery and monogramming. Come and see their selection of comfortable jeans, heavy canvas bags, lamps, art, scratch-made soap scents, natural soy candles. Find the perfect curtains, blinds, and shutters for your home.
Sounds great. I know where I can get my wife a gift and save money. Please don't tell her.
Joe, you like to eat, don't you?
You bet.
Save money at the Big City Pizza Company in Danville. Another new way to save.
I'd love to have some of their 3-cheese mac and cheese pizza.
Well, get over to hometownlive.net and save on Big City Pizza with a $10 gift certificate for just $7.
I'm on it. Pizza night tonight at the Mathis house.
You, too, can save with more big deals at hometownlive.net. Lots of discounts like Bread of Life, Sweets by Cindy, O'Charlie's, Applebee's, the Old Bus Station, and A&L Accessories.
Hi, folks. Mike Gay here. Are you frustrated with your current job? Want to get that promotion, but you don't have a college degree? Then go to Essity.com. We're hiring 25 new machine operators starting at $19.38 an hour. Is work-life balance important to you? Well, we have 12-hour shifts. You can work 90 nights, work 90 days, and then you're off 180 days during the year. That's with no required OT. Essity, ESSITY.com.
Isaiah House provides holistic substance abuse treatment to help recovering addicts achieve sobriety for a lifetime.
You're looking for treatment, if you're looking for help out there and you're a woman, you can't do it by yourself. They will welcome you in with open arms and open hands right where you're at.
Kentucky Medicaid accepted for treatment. Call Isaiah House Treatment Center today, 859-375-9200. Isaiah House Treatment Center, real hope for addiction.
Local high school football at Hometown Radio Network.
This is Gary True, voice of the Mercer County Football Titans. Listen to every game on WHBN.
This is Scott Boland, voice of the Garrett County Golden Lions. Hear the games on Z105.
This is Joe Mathis, voice of the Danville Football Admirals. Listen to every Admiral game on AM 1230 WHIR.
This is Steve Bertram inviting you to join us for Boyle County High School football on Z105.
All games streamed live at hometownlive.net.
The Danville Mailing Center makes shipping easy. UPS, FedEx, DHL, U.S. Postal Service. Let them find the fastest or most economical way. They'll even pack it up. It's a no-hassle way to ship. The Danville Mailing Center on Jane Trail across from McDonald's. Ask for your $3 discount.
And now back to the Rebel Roundup on Z105 WRNZ FM.
And this is Steve Bertram back here at Old Bridge Grill and Restaurant. Lots of college football, NFL kicking off the season tonight as the defending Super Bowl champion Kansas City Chiefs hosts the Detroit Lions. Louisville's in action tonight. Cardinals are hosting Murray State. Coming up Saturday, Kentucky tries to go to 2-0 when they take on Eastern Kentucky University at Kroger Field in Lexington. The Colonels were scorched by Cincinnati 66-13 in their opener. UK handled Ball State 44-14. Pre-game show started 1 o'clock. Kickoff is at 3 for Kentucky versus Eastern Kentucky. Saturday on your home for Wildcat football right here on Z105. Again, as we said earlier, Boyle County is taking on Scott County tomorrow night. Scott County whipped Lincoln County 52-20 last week. And Tyler, I'm sure you all have seen film. It's not like it used to be. Trying to get film sometime, but is this Jim McKee's best team since Great Crossing came into being?
I'm not sure, to be honest with you. Where we haven't played them before, I kind of just try to stay focused on what we have. I'll watch games here and there, check out stats, but I know that they're strong and they run the ball downhill. Their offense, if you're not, like I said, not playing your reads, it's it's going to gas you. And they do a really good job at what they do. Their kids carry out fakes to the T, and he has his team playing well right now.
His ball club has always been one that they don't lay and hide; they come at you.
Right. Yeah. Like I said, they get downhill and on the defensive side, they rally to the football. They're just very technically sound and aware of what they're going to do, and they do their job well.
He played his college football. As a matter of fact, that's where I got to know him. I was doing some center play-by-play when he played at center, and he's impressed me with his career.
Yeah, he's had a good career, a long career at Scott County. He's been there for a while, and that's just a testament to how he does things and his devotion to the game of football as a whole.
What did you all see in the Scott County win over Lincoln County?
They were, they're relentless in their attack. There was never a time to where it looked like that they had kind of taken their foot off the gas or weren't going to play the play at hand, just kind of wait for the next one or take one off, So that's that's something we kind of preached all week in practice, is that no matter where you think you have them or where they feel like they are, they're going to continue to play their hardest no matter what.
And the wing tee is a tough thing to defend.
Right. It's hard to get a team like that behind the chains. Any kind of negative play where they're keeping the ball so close and taking snaps under center, you're not as near at risk for fumbling the ball, so first downs are important to us, and just making sure we're in the right spot at the right time. They don't have any problem with just methodically playing on down the field, holding the football. So
they haven't thrown a lot, but then again, neither is Boyle County. Andrew Hickey is the quarterback for Scott County. He's completed 16 out of 24 passes, 1 pick, 5 touchdowns. Not a lot of yardage, 246 net yards, but still, when you've got to play that and you've got to take care of things, regardless of who you're playing,
right.
If they're able to throw the ball Do they throw it to set up the run? Do they run it to set up the throw? Or do they just try to keep you off balance?
I think it's more of just trying to keep you off balance. You kind of get into, I can see teams kind of getting into a lull of just, here comes the dive, here's the run, here's the revert, and as soon as they feel like you're at your weakest, they'll pop up and throw it deep on you, a dump pass or a fast screen even. We've seen that on film that they did with Lincoln County, and I don't think they're afraid to throw it. I don't think it's out of necessity. I just think it's a game plan thing.
Got a decent kicker and a kid by the name of Taysir Jabur. He's got a couple of field goals already. He's kicked 18 extra points. As a matter of fact, is tied for the lead on the team in scoring with 24. You don't see that very often anymore at this level.
Right, you don't. And, as always, special teams is a third of the game. We feel like we've got pretty good special teams, but at the same time, they do too. It's just going to be a matter of keeping them out of position to use that weapon.
They got a nice little they list him as a fullback. Kid's name is Jacob Fryman, 5'9", about 210, 215, runs the ball hard. And when you get a kid that size that runs the ball hard, you better lock up.
Right. You better lock up, and you better have low pad level, because he's, if you're high and you're off balance, he's going to take advantage of it. He's smart. He's a smart runner. I think he's got good vision. And he kind of sees things before they happen. So we've just got to be very disciplined and downhill.
Yeah, he's got 47 rushing attempts, has picked up 358 yards and 4 touchdowns. There's another running back in there by the name of Elvis Hughley, who's carried the ball 24 times for 213 yards, and Thomas Fikert, 18 carries for 133 yards. Kane Garrett, I think he had a strong game against Lincoln County last week. 13 carries, 118 yards. You got to be ready.
Right.
How do you go through a practice against a wing tee?
A lot of scout team preparation. a lot of we took our guys and our scout team guys and filmed them on Scott County's film, trying to get them a feel for how things were rolling. And it's very important that you've got your guys bought into that, to where they know that they're playing a bigger part for the entirety of the team, rather than just going out and running through a couple plays trying to get a look for them. So we've done a good job with that at practice. We've had some guys step up and carry the ball, whether it be in the middle, on the edge, and we don't let our varsity guys take it easy on them. So it's been a good week of practice for our scout guys, and they buy in. So
you talked about the third part of the game, the kicking game. Your kick return defense, I thought, was very good last week against Danville.
Yeah, they are. They've bought into that too. We preach everybody has a role. And we had a kid that kind of went down on us, and we put a kid by the name of Grant Frisbee out there. He's junior, senior, one of the two. He's an upperclassman, and he got his number called, and he's made quite a few tackles for us, flying down the field and setting our defense up with great field position. So we're proud of those guys. Sophomore Jiden Smith, he's been on some. Josiah Richards, a couple of names that we see consistently throughout the kickoff game. So I think they've kind of bought into their role in that, and are doing well with it.
When you got 3 headhunters on that kick coverage team, it works out pretty well for you.
Right.
We're going to talk more about the game with Scott County, and we'll do that. We'll be back in 3 minutes on the Hometown Radio Network.
Hi, folks. Mike Gay here, HR Manager with Essity. At Essity, we want to wish all of our local high schools good luck during this season. We're proud to sponsor Mercer County, Bergen, Boyle County, Danville, and Garrett County. All of these schools will produce our future employees, and we're rooting for you all this season. So go Ads, go Rebels, go Titans, go Bulldogs, and go Golden Lions. So thanks again from Essity in Harrodsburg and Danville for representing our communities in a great way.
Need
Need a change of scenery? Check out Kentucky State Parks. With 45 parks to choose from, there are limitless options. Each park has its own unique features, landscape and resorts, restaurants, campgrounds, and some of the best golf courses around. Pick one that fits your lifestyle and your family. Explore Kentucky Parks. Enjoy fun outdoor adventure without the long lines of many destinations. Book now at parks.ky.gov.
Hey everybody, this is Eddie Montgomery from Montgomery Gentry, and I want to invite all my friends and neighbors to come join the fun at Old Bridge Golf Club. From the best hamburgers you can eat to a golf course that's fun and hard to beat, we got it going on at Old Bridge.
And Eddie, I'll start my music career. Everybody can hear me sing just like John Daly out at Old Bridge.
Oh, no, Mike. No. Come on out and join us for golf, food, fellowship, and fun at Old Bridge, and I'll keep Mike from singing. Please, hurry.
Kentucky Farm Bureau has provided residents of the Bluegrass with quality insurance since 1943. Todd Tiller's been a trusted Kentucky Farm Bureau agent since 1994, taking care of all your insurance needs with prompt service and personal attention. Now as your agency manager, you can depend on Todd to continue to give you the best rates on home, auto, life insurance, and service. Call Todd Tiller or new agent Sam Tiller or Jessica Johnson at 859-236-4081 at the Farm Bureau Agency on the Danville Bypass next to the Boyle County Fairgrounds. Todd, Sam, and Jessica at your Boyle County Farm Bureau Agency are big on commitment.
This Saturday, Coach Stoops and the Cats battle an in-state opponent from just down the road. Let's go! EKU Colonels and your Kentucky Wildcats.
The pregame show starts this Saturday at 1 o'clock with kickoff at 3.
It's all right here on your home for the Cats and the hits is WRNZ FM Z105.
ADA Heating and Air. ADA is on the way. Residential and commercial, day or night. ADAHeatingandAir.com does it right. ADA Heating and Air. ADA is on the way.
And now back to the Rebel Roundup on Z105 WRNZ FM.
And we are back here on the final portion of tonight's Rebel Roundup. Kickoff just a little over 24 hours away. And if you're looking to see two of the top teams in the state on one field, well, it's happening at Boyle County, it seems like, this year. They beat LCA a couple of weeks ago, 47-38, and tonight they take on, or tomorrow night they take on Scott County. We're talking with Boyle County Assistant Tyler Ray. Tyler, what kind of thoughts have your guys had about Scott County and playing some of these high-powered teams?
Yeah, they look forward to the challenge. You know, it's not something that they think, oh, here's Scott County, you know, number 1 in 5A. It's more of a, hey, we get to play Scott County, you know, and they love the big environment, especially at home. You know, the environment for LCA was awesome, how it should be, you know, for a high school football game of two high-profile teams. So we're looking forward to that tomorrow night, and expect it to be nothing less than you know, what we saw previous.
Your team's 3 games into the season. You play a little better, I think. Do some things better from game to game. What part of your game do you think so far has made the most progress from preseason?
You know, I really think that our game from week 1 to week 2 was a big stride. You know, we went from a team that we really didn't know anything about in Gibson Southern, good football team, you know, traveled to Western and played them, and maybe didn't play our best, had a really good first quarter against them, second and third quarter, kind of shaky, you know, offensively speaking. Defense held them to 6 points the entire game, so I consider that, you know, pretty strong. But then being able to come out against a high-powered offense like LCA has, and to compete with that and to pull out a win, and, you know, just the fight our guys showed late when we turned the ball over. I think we thrown a pick there on third down, and they drove the ball, held them to a field goal, and then got that big fourth down stop and punched the ball in from about 70 yards out the next couple of plays. That's just shows us that mentally we're going in the right direction. You know, nowhere where we want to be, but we're taking the steps to get there.
The things I guess every coach wants, they want to be able to score on the big play, but they also want to control the football.
Right.
And I think that may be one thing you haven't done is had a drive that takes 4 or 5 minutes off the clock.
Yeah, and you know, those are things that just kind of come with when you have guys that you can get the ball to, you know, at any point.
You got Tavian Murray.
Yeah, and Avery. Avery Bodner's big for us, and then you throw in guys like Keenan Stewart that pop out and catch a 15-yard pass, you know, on a big third down play. It makes it kind of, I don't want to say hard to sustain drives, but you don't ever want to have to tone your kids down. You know, you don't want to say, hey, we need to put some time here. When we give them the ball, I was telling Coach Mills, a guy that's on the staff, the corner coach, that I have this irrational hope that every time we touch the ball, we score. You know, that's kind of, I know it's not reality, but something that I think. And but you know, we're just proud of our guys that whatever is thrown at them, they've seemed to face the adversity.
All right, the tough questions now. What's it going to take for Boyle County to come up with a win tomorrow night?
A lot of discipline, consistency across the board, offensively and defensively. You know, defensively taking your read every time at a high level. You know, you can't take plays off against this offense, because when you do, they'll gash you. Offensively, you know, just being smart, taking what the defense gives us, playing physical out on the edge. You know, we feel like if our guys at receiver are blocking out on the edge, that we can be pretty successful. So just a lot of grit. It's going to take a lot of fight to beat a team like Scott County, the way they ground and pound the ball. So we're looking forward to the challenge, though. I don't think there's anything going through our mind that says we can't do it. It's just a matter of going out and putting that on the field.
Yeah, they blew away Madison Southern in the opener, 51-7, and then beat the cross county rival, Great Crossing, 35-14, and then again last week knocked off Lincoln County, 52-20. They've shown they can score. Right,
and you know, you hear a lot with the wing T offense that they want to control the clock and the pace of the game, but you know, you're putting up 50-something points. You're going at a pretty good pace to. You know, you can't score 52 by just squatting on the ball the entire game. So they have the ability definitely to put up the points in a hurry. And so, like I said, just got to barrel down and bow up and get it done.
Anything you want to say to Rebel fans?
Nothing. I just hope you all come out and support. You know, it's going to be. We want it to be a big time environment. I'm not sure when the last time Boyle County played Scott County was, but. You know, it's 2 storied programs that are number 1 respectively in their class, and it's going to be a fun game to be a part of. So
I appreciate you being with us tonight, and good luck with everything. And as Coach says, go Rebels.
Absolutely. I appreciate you.
Thank you. That's Tyler Ray, assistant football coach at Boyle County High School. He's been our guest tonight. Again, we invite you to come on out to have a bite to eat at Old Bridge Grill. They've got salads, wraps, and more. Call ahead for carryout at 859-236-1237. They've got pizza, shrimp, and fish baskets, grilled cheese, hot dogs, all the appetizers you can imagine, pizza bites, pepper jack shots, hot wings, banana pepper rings, mozzarella sticks, mini corn dogs, battered mushrooms, onion rings, tater tots, and French fries. And don't forget their favorites, the Old Bridge Burger, a half-pound juicy Angus beef burger, or the Par 3 burger. It's the same as the Old Bridge Burger, just a little bit smaller. Grilled ribeye sandwiches, grilled chicken breast, cod fillet sandwiches, chicken salad, pulled pork sandwich is now available here at Old Bridge Grill. Chicken tenders. Again, if you're out running around and just want to pick up something, you can call ahead and then come in and carry it out. 859-236-1237. Again, lots of high school football tomorrow night on Hometown Radio. We have 3 games for you. Of course, Boyle County entertains unbeaten Scott County on Z105. Kickoff at 7:30. Pre-game shows will start around 7 o'clock. Danville is hosting Mercer County for homecoming on WHIR-FM and WHBN-FM. And Garrett County's on the road at Somerset on the Golden Lines live stream. Other area action has Lincoln County at Bourbon County, Russell County at Casey County, Marion County at Washington County, Anderson County at Henry County, and Grant County is at Rockcastle County. Coming up after this, they're going to be taking a look at Garrett County football on the Coach Spencer Crutchfield Show. It's coming up at 7 o'clock. And again, it's all on Z105 and streaming at hometownlive.net. Again, our thanks to our guest tonight, Assistant Coach Todd Ray with the Boyle County Rebels. This is Steve Bertram saying thanks for listening and good night. And join us again next week for the Rebel Roundup from Old Bridge Grill and Restaurant. Good night, everybody. God bless America.
This has been the Rebel Roundup at Old Bridge Grill at Old Bridge Golf Course. Join us every Thursday evening at 6 during football season for the Rebel Roundup on Z105, WRNZ FM, and HometownLive.net. The voice of Boyle County Rebels football action all season long. Good night, Rebel fans.
Your home for the hits and the cats. Z105, WRNZ, Lancaster, Danville.
Hey, Joe, did you know Big Deals has got something new?
Where can I save money now, Radio Rick?
We've got the Anderson Lifestyle Boutique in Danville. Buy a $50 gift certificate for a Big Deals price of just $35.